So imagine I have a database, and this isn't, I have a content string, another content of strings. Just don't worry about this right now. So the goal was, all right, I took some content from my database and I render it on my page. Currently, the page is blank. I think it rendered right. So we took it from the database, brought it to the website. This is what we have. It's plain now, and I want people to know that, hey, burst compiler, can I make this stand out some more? And it was almost like, okay, I'm stuck. Maybe I could put it in a database, even putting things like strong in a database and somehow render it. It sounded like too much. So I came up with another solution that I would be able to say article component. Maybe even give it a subtype. Oh, let's say content. Content. And then we want to give it a key because that's what we want to highlight. Highlight burst compiler. So you remember all this is in the database. So this article has its own key. So we want to just say key. Sure, everything's compiling. Compiled. There. So there we highlighted it. Now this is coming straight out of the database. So the database going to read it from some type of MD file or something like that, or just somewhere on the file. Just as long as we have it on there, it's cool. It could be an input from the admin area. I don't know. Just any. This is the database. This is string. So we got that. I was able to do that. That was like, okay. I also have. I don't have it again. Thought I had two of them. Okay, component 2. Component 2, let's just give this a key. Key 1. I just give it an I key. Key 1. And give it an I key, right? And this should actually, since we rendered content 2 we have something called chunk component, and we want people to know that, hey, this is a chunk component. This is like, I want people to know about that. We also have it right here, which sometimes wouldn't do, but I know I had situations that I did do that, so I know that there's 2 of them that I want to do. And I will have something in the database that also gave it, by default it's set at 1, so by default, it's going to just, once you give it a key, by default it's just going to be 1 component. But you can specify the numbers you want, so you can say You can specify the numbers you want. You can say 2, which is what I did. So I'm saying that there's 2 of them. Make sure I just said there's 2 of them. Well, yeah, I said there's 2 of them, and this should work just right. Didn't work as I thought, and that's because, okay, let me just copy this and okay, that back right there. We want to make another one. This is only going to be that's what it was, content. It's supposed to be content 2. So you might not want to do something like this. You might want to end up changing this to content, something content, or something like that, capital or something like that. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Do as you feel. And this should work. Sure. Compile. There we go. We got 2 right here, and this one not doing it no more because we specified a key, but we did 1. We just want to specify a key. So this rendered, but it rendered. It worked. It's chunks and chunks. We actually, I just thought this was helpful. How did I do this? I did it with using regular expressions, which returned a markup string, and the method took 2 parameters, which is a string, which is a content. I just finished this maybe an hour ago, so I just actually wanted to show you guys, give you some ideas on how powerful Blazor components can actually be. So in the method, we did a string. We pass in a key, which is this, and the key must be the key. We searching for the key, but it also have to have a space on the left side and a space on the right side. Otherwise, if I was looking for this will highlight, but this right here will also highlight. So we implemented what we wanted to do once we find that pattern, and it was to just change it with this, just change it, just put this at the side and give it a class of code highlighter, and yep, that's it. And then we use regex we just passed in a pattern, and the result was just the content we passed. We want to replace that with, if we find a pattern, we'll replace that, and this is the number of times. And we pretty much, when we specify the number of times, it's already set to a default of 1, but we're able to get this value of 1 and set it to whatever we wanted to set it to. And we could just set it to 1 if we wanted to, but it returns a markup string. The con in this situation is, as I was reading the documentation, they did say something about rendering raw HTML constructed from any untrusted source is a security risk and should be avoided. So I mean anything with web development is technically, you can say, it's a security risk. It depends on who you're talking to, like how much knowledge do this person have with doing this to whatever. So then again, this is just how powerful components, our Blazor components could be. I just wanted to show you guys. Just imagine you only had to specify the layout of a website one time, such as a page. Here I have component page, entity page, and a system page. It's all within an ECS. It's just a documentation, Unity documentation. But what if I didn't have to? Well, I guess I would do that, but I just had to put 1 in here and just put article. I maybe wouldn't even have to do that. I just put article, Like this is how our blog article, just to remember, just saying blog article, and just have to put one blog article, right? And pass that one blog article, like it passes so much data around, like even up here, like this could we could change the whole page route by just like passing in data right here. Um, I thought that was pretty cool to think about. I know the concepts of programming. I'm not like a programming genius, but knowing the concepts of programming, I don't think I ever built a full website that connected to a database and etc. So it's just I noticed like I know the concepts enough to know how to actually like what's better or what seemed easier, what route I'm gonna take, and I feel like this is a route I'm definitely taking. Just doing everything from the database, especially using Google Remote Procedure Protocol, Google Procedure Remote Protocol. Actually pull things from the database. So just like the video, I'm gonna scroll through this one time. So if you guys want to implement this, then you can do that. I'm gonna post a GitHub, maybe even Nugget package, so we can play this out. Like I feel like this is definitely something that could go in the future. Or just yeah, I like this. I like the way I did this. So have a nice day. Like look how flexible this could be. Not only could you pass in keys, like look at the syntax. Just being able to say boom, 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 and it just pass it right through this, and we somehow render it. We already processed it, the database, and brought the chunks in, and once all these are executed, we do it again. Or it just depends. Like I just feel like this is ideal, and I'm actually about to get back to learning ECS and Unity. I post this video, so if somebody want to experiment more with this and like let me know about what's the bad thing about this, why not use this, why would you use this. So yep, have a nice day.